it does, because these guys used to be back through Thursday regulars. They play pretty often, so I think it is pretty solidly in Lost's favor. But there's a first time for everything, and Raven is one of North Alabama, or actually, I guess he's Middle Tennessee. Excuse me.
He's both.
Both, yeah, sort of a double agent.
I wanted to bring that up because both of these players are neaters.
Yes.
They're heavy neaters.
Yes.
Because Raven goes to school down here, but was driving to Tennessee weeklies and then driving back to make class the next day, and then was at another local that night.
Yeah.
Raven was needing hard for a while there.
Yes, and the same can be said for Lost, would travel just about anywhere for like 5-person brackets. Both of these guys need it bad, and you can see it in how much the results have improved from when they've started playing until now. They've both been rising stars, and both of them kind of looking to really make a statement here tonight.
Speaking of 5-person bracket, every Monday at 6:45 here in Florence, Alabama, we run the Shoals Weekly. It's actually more than 5. During school time, for a while there, we were averaging 15 to 20 people, which is impressive because for a while there, our numbers were 8 to 10. But we're starting to see a lot more turnout, a lot more growth. And Todd was the #1. He was the GOAT of Shoals. And Raven shows up, so you can catch both of these players on that stream every Monday at 6:45 on the Shoals Smash Series Twitch.
Show up and make it a 6-person. You can show up and make it a 6-person bracket the way that Raven is trying to make it a 2-stock lead. Not able to find it quite yet. Hanging onto the ledge. Todd has yet to find this kill. Raven also showing some of that passive gameplay. Maybe a little committal on some of these options because everything he's thrown out, Lost has been able to kind of capitalize on and getting a hit on him, like that up air. And now, we're even in stocks, but Raven has a pretty solid percent lead.
Solid percent lead, but I'd argue that Todd right now has the momentum lead.
Oh, for sure.
K-Rool is such, we saw it in the Troy game and we're seeing it now. Even at a deficit, K-Rool is such an intimidating and powerful character. And Todd, I love that we're seeing exactly what you talked about. The patience from Todd. Todd timed Crown to avoid Reflector so he could get a follow-up because he got it right. He's so crazy.
Yeah, this guy thinks, man. I used to walk into the esports facility and watch him just grind all kinds of crazy Crown follow-ups. So I know this guy is very familiar with Crown, but listen.
And not on a modded setup. He's just doing it in raw training room.
I've given Todd enough flowers to make a cemetery jealous.
Ooh,
so
I like that.
I think we need to talk about some stuff that
Let's talk about Raven because Raven has been on a tear. There was, and I don't remember exactly. I'm old. Remember, don't flag me for this. But there was a hot streak where for 2 weeks, Raven was either winning or getting top 3 at every bracket that he was attending.
No, legitimately, this guy has been very consistent at these lower brackets, and a big win over someone like Lost today, and maybe even more if he's able to move on, would be huge for him. And he's been playing very good this set. I mean, we're dead even, hoping to find a connection at side B. Todd not ready for it that time. Gonna use the armor to survive it. Kind of reminiscent of what Yoshi does. I like it. Knew that Todd was able to kind of reversal there, so he took control of the situation, down it away. Wait a second, this is scary under the ledge, but both players are gonna make it back, and we're back to neutral.
Oh, that little, I love the end of K-Rool's jab finisher, the little kick. The Bane, the backbreaker. Oh, and he was doing he did a stomp taunt.
That's crazy because the way it froze, he was peeing on a hydrant too. That was nuts though. His leg was
walking
all the way up.
The way he walked Raven to the blast zone. Just saying.
That's right. Sent the bird to the windshield, and that's Todd taking the first game of that set in, I don't want to say commanding fashion, because it was really close.
Speaking of a bird in the windshield, our very own CFGC Beautiful Crow donated $250 to each game's pop bonus today.
Yes, he did.
Made sure that these players felt appreciated and that there was a good enough reward to bring Florence's first big tournament a little extra recognition.
Yeah,
just like we're going to recognize that both of these players are cracked and we're watching a movie right now.
We really are, yeah. No, this is this is looking straight out of a Christopher McQuarrie picture. This has just been action after action. This is the full aspect ratio here too. This is 1.43 IMAX stuff.
Doing the limited 70 mil run in limited theaters for 1 week only.
That's right, and Michael actually supplied 70 mil IMAX projectors for the screens back there as well.
Michael saved my family from a burning building. And when my car wasn't working, Michael showed up in my house, dropped a spare one off for me, just like Raven dropped that spare stock that Todd had off at the dumpster.
Michael taught Todd that confirmed.
Michael, teach me, coach me, please, please, Crow, I need it. Oh my God. Just like Raven needs this stock to be gone, let's get it out of here. And as soon as K-Rool gets in front of anyone coming back to stage, I'm like, you're just gonna get back here, goodbye.
Hanging on the ledge. Raven playing a very scary game. I think he's like trying a little hard to find these openings, and Todd has just been throwing the kitchen sink at Raven. We're past everything else. We have found the kitchen sink and we've jumped right to it, stuffing out every single approach Raven has tried to get into. So even though you see this percentage disparity, it hasn't led to a stock, at least on Todd's second stock for Raven. Todd has definitely switched up his gameplay. He's become even more passive, but a little overcommittal. Raven still has like that aerial mobility to get around some of Todd's shenanigans.
See Raven throw like 3 down smashes in a row?
I did.
I understand like when you got momentum and you're in the lead. I wonder if Raven's kind of banging their head against the wall on this one a little bit. Because right now it's not looking fun.
Not a great situation for Raven, but like we said, it is very close. And I mean, a good Falco hit like that back air, if it was sweet, would have killed. But you know, you can't. At this point in bracket, you're in loser side top 32. You can't play on ifs. You need good meaty hits like that back air. Confirm that stock.
Down to the last stock for both players. We're seeing a little bit of that, like that feeler out, like they're feeling each other out. They're trying to figure out how they're going to get their next opening to make sure. But we can see a little bit of caution, but also a little bit more aggression in different places from these players. So it's a little, they're definitely like mixing up their game plans in multiple directions to make sure that they're not getting caught where they shouldn't.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, do you want to really need to be careful not being caught where you shouldn't? You know, a lot of bad places in town for both these characters. You know, a lot of places not need to be at after a certain point. Like, you do not need to be that close to K-Rool, but K-Rool doesn't need to be that close to Falco either.
I was about to say,
they both entirely given up on creating space for each other. They're just going for the kill. They're scrapping with each other.
It's all perspective. Are you looking at it from K-Rool's one really messed up eye, or is one really good one? Who knows? I don't know. It's not up to me.
Yeah, he's right. I mean, it kind of depends on which eye K-Rool's looking out of, like you said. Oh, air dodge is scary, but plenty of time to make it back. This character's got a pretty good upbeat.
What?
We'll call it pretty good. Oh, I like this from Raven. Air dodging to get the crown. Looking for some kind of shenanigan. Get some shield pressure going. Not able to find anything out of it. And that's just going to give Todd back the crown for free. And it's going to give Todd the game for free as well.
Here's what I'm going to say. The games aren't bad. Raven is like keeping Lost in check. He's not finishing him. And what do? Because he's not playing bad. He's definitely missing confirms. There's definitely things that are going wrong, but we've also seen Todd miss a couple of his key confirms. There's a lot, like you said, they just kind of threw all caution out to the window, and we're like, I'm just going to swing because I'm scared and I don't want to do this anymore. Or if you're Todd, I have hate in my heart, and I don't like you for playing Falco, and I want this done.
I think it's performative. When Todd says, I have so much hate in my heart for these people, it's so performative.
I don't know. Sometimes I believe he hates Falco with his heart and soul.
Falco, maybe the character of Falco, absolutely, and you're kind of seeing that come to fruition here, kind of in his Troy bag. That was a very forward and aggressive string from Todd.
I think Todd picks his aggression well.
I agree. Like the and Todd's feeling himself. The aggression is in full force. As you saw the taunt come, he's barking at him, chomping at the bit to move on further into this loser side of bracket.
He's taking a bite out of the crime that is Falco.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Whole Bird is on the menu. There's plenty of barbecue spots in this in the state. So he saw Whole Bird on the menu, and he's chomping at the bit for a chance to order it. Really close to getting there too. Has Raven in a horrible position off stage. 40% might not look like a lot, but we saw what Todd can do. This guy can kill you just about any percentage with K-Rool.
I love that Todd has been throwing crown and Raven's reflecting it, and it just bounces off the armor, and then we're back to normal. Like, Todd is okay taking those hits for the few times that Raven doesn't counter it. The crowd trade is worth the damage you're taking for it, and I love that perspective.
Yeah, most definitely. Todd not afraid to get a little bit of extra damage. Because I mean,
free rage.
Yeah, legitimately. Because you can just kill earlier the next stock. Todd hasn't lost this stock yet once. Has Raven at kill percent here. It's just a matter of finding that opening. And Raven, talking about places earlier, you know, you're not supposed to be hanging out. stay away from K-Rool's burst range because that dash attack came out of nowhere to take that stock.
But so did that up smash that
Yes.
Raven used to finally close the deal on Todd's first stock.
Yeah.
But now, one thing that I was going to get onto Raven for, but it worked for taking that stock, is this is the part where you don't want to start overly like being the aggressor. You have to pick your space even better than you've already been trying to. Because once K-Rool has a stock lead, and especially Todd's K-Rool, you got to watch where you walk. The ice you tread is very thin.
Yes, the ice you tread is very thin, and with K-Rool, you don't want him standing on that ice at all. You need to keep him away from the ice at all costs.
Good
and
God.
You're getting to a very dangerous percent here up air, not going to be able to kill, and now Lost has a lot of rage. 65% is dangerous for Falco in this spot. He has to pick his approach carefully. Raven playing, that sort of passive-aggressive style, approaching, but in a very safe way.
I'm feeling a down smash from Todd.
Feeling it? You're gonna call it. You're calling a shot for him.
Calling a shot for him.
I think we're. Oh no! What are you doing? Oh, Raven up being to the sky, but Todd is gonna send him out of the tournament.
You definitely could feel Raven's frustration by the end of
Yeah,
that.
absolutely.
And you hate to see it because, like I said at the start.